Today, now the 7th day of October 2024. Yesterday, the Albert Academy being at the streets of Freetown. Yes, because I hear una gist now. Una they talk. I just want to make this straight clear. The Albert Academy celebrated 120 years from 1904, the 4th of October, to the 4th of October 2024. 120 years. With the missionaries then began Sierra Leone through United Methodist Church, and they try to establish a school for boy picking them for land. Well, in a grand style, we be planned for paint the streets of Freetown with the burgundy color of the Albert Academy. And we did. But lo and behold, people don't be understand what we say when they paint the streets of Freetown. Rain come for help we for accomplish that. And say, oh, well, the trusses they all now be white, so then self get. Yes. If you not pass through the trusses, you not go gonna ground. And you not want to make people an old paint cup in their hand. What don't you understand? Eh? I just say, let me make you understand clear. Say it was intended for us to paint the streets of Freetown, and the rain help we for accomplish that. If you fit to say, then cut the name around them, they run, well, it's up to you. I expect we for paint the street if we not get the color for candle. Thank you for your understanding. Okay. We'll get few things then we want to look into today. While the main one, now for say, salon self, we don't tire. For any half palaver, now for go na court. Any half palaver. Yes, we go na court. You know, then come to here, we get, even on a court, we go say small claims courts. And we get different ways. But salon say, they want come with mediation. The law office, they right now, they work on the act, then go pass them into law for mediate, not to all case for go na court. I think that was long overdue. Yes. And I hope say na inside na the community service where we dey talk about here the last thing. Now they go come because not to all for real though. Not all case they go na court. But in Sierra Leone, hey, palava o, os palava o, then cause themselves na also, then they end up going to court. Like say other intense cases they know they for deal with. My only fear is Salone he say, oh, don't talk to the people them. You got to see the people who they talk to. But we self they can discuss them and we provide one or two things they will feel to say. I don't know how far law officers they don't reach with this one or the reform, but then we hear some good points them from here. Yes, mediation law, fine. Right, and they're on the validation process. And they're on the validation process. That law they find me agree say we need them. But cool people and they my road right on not supposed for Didi. Okay, maybe by the kind of case if you go mediation, that mediation able to go na court if you end up na Pademba road fine. But again, then community them, then demand them. Not so that them is supposed for day for. The chief them, not so that them is supposed for day for mediate within the community. Then if they fail for mediate, then they can send them. If I remember fine, I feel to say na that they then be there for say like the chief, the headman, all of them one and they. Yeah. Now them be supposed for day for community chamont. We pass there now, then send her up to police. Police down then they waste them. Police that for go na court. But even police forget way for mediate. Police they mediate safe. No, police na court. Because police but now that get money pass, na in case they pass. On a bad name they give the police there. But we can look into that. Well, the US ambassador Brian Hunt, he began a radio democracy this morning. A lot of things them went in talk, a lot of questions were asked. And I think say it is just but right. Make we count one of two things them when they been talk this morning. We help we for clarify. Yeah. So now this morning I know say Kote Julde it overlap na the hype or na the too much, I don't know, na the gladiness. You remember it be tell we say monitoring and evaluation na 70 million United States dollars. Well, Fambulem, monitoring and evaluation na 7 million, not to be 70 million. Yes. Not to be 70 million, na be 7 million. And some of we don't fear say this project, how it get for go about? How this project how? Well, from the US ambassador point of view, we go can hear how the implementation of the MCC gets for look like. Let's start first the role way APC gets. Like I said, Naya, say this one, the MCC, then criteria, they force the APC and the SLPP to work together. Then for work together. Yeah? Hey, I tell ya. Hey. What I got to say, if I want to make we check the numbers. No, I think the numbers they match past that 70 million for monitoring and evaluation. We got a Julie be, you know, it will bump the price from 7 million to 70 million. But apart from that, the total come to like 483 million. I can too. And we launching our own government and then chest. See then say they come inside and not force them and then say that they can't put money. Mostly you don't let I don't do the disclaimer now. I don't know why they can't say then celebration of fashion week. Okay, if in a good way you mean I'm fine. But if you feel to say whatever happened yesterday and a mistake, no, it was intended. That left you. You don't can't let it down safe. Yeah. Waiting Ambassador Brian Hunt talk about the SLPP, the APC, the opposition. Well, let's see first waiting Usman ask of 98. The opposition.
In any way the opposition have role to play for this compact not to be suspended?
So Usman say the APC able to do anything for make this compact just team up high for day or for benefits? What's in the ambassador say?
Absolutely. The
Absolutely, yes.
opposition, first and foremost, is going to need to decide whether or not to support the compact in Parliament.
Bam. Even though opposition, then a parliament, they don't know why they did it. But you see the first side the ambassador call, he say yes. The opposition, na parliament. Then go say, okay. All in favor say aye. All against say nay. When I under first for begin show themselves. And the first them for begin show themselves. If they support or they not support the parliament. Continue, sir.
So they have a very significant role there.
Then get significant role in the parliament. I don't know if the opposition they know. Say they get significant role. They get big role in the parliament. Do they know? I don't.
In ratifying the compact as well as in passing whatever other legislation the government deems is necessary.
Listen the fine words them way it talk. For pass the compact and other legislation them where the government think is necessary. Where the government think America who don't talk we done. He left to waiting the government want for do. Okay.
To move the compact forward. They will certainly play a role in many of the power sector reforms.
APC gets goal for play now the power sector reform
that need to be adopted.
Yes, where we get for adopt
as preconditions to the compact.
As waiting precondition to the compact. As precondition. Condition before na pre before. Then condition they don't give you.
Some of that requires legislation through the parliament.
Yeah. Some of them condition in they wait for parliament for passer through the parliament.
Some of it just requires the support of political leaders to help motivate the public.
Political leaders get their own side for motivate the public for make clear we know.
To put pressure on the government to make sure those regulatory reforms happen.
Listen back what he say that side. What he say political leaders then get for do?
Some of it just requires the support of political leaders to help motivate the public to put pressure on the government to make sure those regulatory reforms happen.
Political leaders for waiting inform the public for put pressure on government for do they reform then they let the reform they happen. You go say Brian nothing say Salon no will put pressure on government. In a democratic world, now so you inform the people say okay now this day now so and so and so. So, we the people now go say, no, Papa government, well, let me say, not for use Papa government. They say, now for say Mr. Government. Why they say Mama Salon? Please, push make a pass. For say, Papa government. Do I know they talk Papa government? Also. Yeah. Now, so and so and so and so, the precondition we don't see for make we go able forget. Even though some people say still the United States they try for arm twist. Do you have $480 million just lying somewhere to give? Please.
Third, the opposition has a very key role to play as part of the implementation.
APC, when I get key role for play as part of the implementation
of the recommendation of the tripartite committee.
Tripartite don't kind side back.
And in the agreement for national unity, they are the second party to both of those agreements.
The government and the APC. He said APC and then the second party. Eh? Okay.
And we look very much to their continued engagement and leadership and making sure that the government delivers.
APC, engagement and waiting for make sure say the government deliver. Now make you dey get opposition. Wait there again. Okay, no, then they try for clean the house. Then they APC against APC first. Okay.
In a way that is transparent, in a way that is inclusive.
For make sure say the government deliver in a way na bangba ode transparent. In a way all money and for the inside inclusive.
And in a way that meets the needs for broad institutional reform in the country.
We meet the need for broad institution and not to one side. All inside and we need the reform. Well, I'm making out the couch mediation safe.
Right. If the opposition fail to, support this process in any way, will hinder the process.
Well, if APC say, intimada, they go and talk say don't count MCC, or they show and say we. Now we na APC. We need to mix. We no mix the thing no they go before. What thing go happen?
Very much so. If either the government or opposition choose not to engage or choose to block.
Yeah, inputa. In all say na APC no more. It say if either APC or the government choose not for engage. Again, I tell you say this they tie the two together. Then for work pauper. Yes, pauper then for work. Then for work together. Together then for work. For deliver for we, the ordinary citizen, where they suffer na the country. You know to make I say so? Imagine no. I get one small land na na Samuelton. Na Samuelton yanda. I say okay, you know it in little plants day. But nobody know the day. Plant cassava leaf, plant corn. Yeah? The guy in the house can go check and one thing. Today they go there. They meet the person we no plant. We no plant so you don't go harvest. Cut the cassava leaf, the tick. I don't know if they feel to say na feed salon, then farm. Pluck all the corn them. Harvest the corn them. So you know say no to you plants. For one reason I begin to say wait to. So yes, na thief. But you get mind. Not to you buy seed. Not to you pay for labor for plants. Or you go say na because thin money. You go cut the corn them, you harvest the cassava leaf. Now you plant Andy. I don't care. I like pose Timon, my brother. Not so you plant Andy, not so you get her. Why would the land be later on? They not come back say, hey, brother, they see how they go there. They are gonna allow me no la plants na ya. On allow me la plant ya dia. But you allow to pay labor. Yeah, we paid. Because I just want for family for secure the land, let the land not left so. Pay labor then can plant to buy seeds. Don't for the few time when they not go the way they go there till then I don't go harvest. Like say na implanter. Not to feed saloon in place down there. I not planter for giveaway. I not planter for like and thief day. And first they fit to say, oh, them village there. This and that people and they take what you know to their own. Right now, I don't know if now one poor village I go take or na then kush bobo them. Now I go cut for go sell. na an open field, no residents, no dinya say force. So how possible manage kanyanda say for you know say, oh, us no dinya di. Dwelling place no they no sign near the force. Unless if I'm guy with the bill, sometimes I will command it. And then go cut the corn. Oh, now wait. I go put something on the phone now. Salud. Ha. I got it, pui. For say na tin tranga. Okay. Ambassador, continue.
Elements of the reform agenda, whether the democratic reform or the reform of the power sector.
Democratic reform, the reform agenda, or the energy sector.
It would be very problematic, I think, for the country.
You see what America say? It's problematic for the country that we the people, not to them few politicians there. Even though they go and access like saying the money, not today. I was there in a meeting. Hey, if you don't have for you, that be a meal because I be there at the meeting. Also, America tell we the American citizen they they salon be a me. Yes, I am. What the salon say? That telling this MCC no can itself. Say then they plan for revitalize the energy sector and this and this and this and this. Then go do. Eh? And this then go do. And that's what they're doing. For the people of Sierra Leone. For the people. Not the politicians. Now for the people. But if anyone for take praise, well, it's fine. But make a bit of saying for the people. And wait some you carry. And Tiben to say, then go rather thief instead of for work, for anything. He said then just broke, go inside their own house. There is no more. Seriously. This is becoming unbecoming.
I don't believe that's going to happen.
I don't believe say the government or the APC go sabotage the MCC.
I've had many long conversations with leadership of both the government and the opposition.
Many long conversation with the leaders of the government and the opposition. The ambassador, first of all, the ambassador in mixed matters first.
Both of them really are committed to making democratic reform happen in this country. So I have no reason to believe that there will be any difficulty.
Well, I saw them say, but then, brah, waiting and can say, waiting and can do it different, no? Why sometimes not when $480 million is involved?
In trying to move both the reforms in the democracy and the power side forward to the benefit of the Sierra Leonean people.
You see, they talk no more about the energy. They talk no more about the power sector, no? Now foot democratic and power sector. Do correct by the books for say you a democratic space, then you get the lights. Simple.
Which fundamentally is the interest of both government and opposition.
Okay.
Away from the precondition for the granting of the compact grant, let's look at the grant itself. There is a counterpart funding, government counterpart funding. What is that?
Well, remember that 14.2 million we government say at the end they put? Now Musa they ask say, why make government for put? Yeah, Mada, you know boy picking. You know they carry last. Why make government for put? You're waiting the ambassador say.
And why do we need a counterpart funding for a grant?
So governments have the option.
Yeah, the option, not so by force. Not so by force. Government gets the option.
When they are in negotiation with the MCC to decide to put up additional funds that they would like administered as part of the compact.
Government get option for put money for say, okay, well, who self they put for add pa the money una say una dey give.
Some governments choose to do that. Some governments choose not to do that.
Some governments can choose for do am. Some governments can choose not for do am. As a Sierra Leonean, what do you think in this case? The ambassador says some governments can do, can put, say, okay, well, let's have put. Let not be say no more, now can't put for no more. But who say for an access we add. The way a man how the economy day, we say for put, or if we don't left the MCC in money no more flow. Or if it's to say, oh, put some, who go get talk, say, if they want me, they say, they're gonna find get 80 million. I will say, for put small tino. Okay. Anyway, I will choose say who they put.
And it's really a choice of the government that we're negotiating with. It is not a requirement.
Not so a requirement for government for puts. But anyway, who get her? Well, not go put her.
Of the compact, but it does allow governments to decide that if the amount the U.S. government can provide is not sufficient to meet everything they want to do under the compact, it allows them to put additional resources towards it. And
so, eh? I they say that false life. But that small money you get out there, eh? How that they can say, you say I can cut yonka. Hey, now they no more go can put. See, but who say go talk so put.
in the case of Sierra Leone, they decided they wanted to put up a small amount of counterpart funding.
A small amount. Salud, get in there. A small amount of counterpart funding. Yes. Hey, what you get if they say, oh, they say for this party, all man say they can. If me na the rubber spoon they able to it, I know don't save something. Okay.
I think funding they'd already identified as destined for reform of the energy sector.
Inside the energy sector, now they would put.
Because they felt confident that working through the MCA mechanism, those reforms would happen and that money would be well invested.
How much is that amount?
It's a little over 10 million.
A little over 10 million. Even though we government say now 14.2 million. The ambassador say now a little over 10 million. Where government say now 14.2 million. Yeah? Okay. I just want to let you know. So the APC and the government have to work together. Then get for work together. Yeah? In case you don't know. A little over 10 million. Okay. You wait on the question. How this get for go? The disbursement, the procurement. Eh? Mareka to say, Tribule, well, sometimes the Minister of Information go can explain by in Tuesday press briefing in version of the MCC compa. And tomorrow then get forget the person Nyande in get for the na the every Tuesday press briefing. Now then they deal with tomorrow the MCC. I need to deal with tomorrow. Okay. Anyway, we don't deal with and don't today. Based on waiting the ambassador say. Still have to go listen back waiting the government side they say tomorrow. Yeah?
Now, let's look at how this money has already been partitioned. It has been partitioned. Like we have $128 million on distribution and access.
So, Musa began from the 128, but the backbone, yeah, the transmission, the backbone, where Kotochule be given a be 226 million. But Musa no go there. In start from the distribution access when 128. Then they match waiting Kotojul de Bitelwi.
$50 million on the reform of the power sector.
Then they match waiting Kotojul de Telwi.
You have $72 million on program administration and control, and also
That one they mark, that 72 million mark. But this last part, na no match with waiting Kotojul de Bitelwi.
Also $7 million on monitoring and evaluation.
Monitoring and evaluation na $7 million, not to $70 million, as the vice president been say. But again, na the vice president. Lately, way they talk, it mistake beaucoup. I don't know why, but it mistake talk. Numbers them, figures them, analogies them. It can't for let them land. 30 days they suspend. But still, now $7 million, not to 70.
Who does these allocations and how it is being done?
So that allocation, them remember the vice president. No need for good again because we don't live with her. If we don't tell we say this now all the thing away, then we don't sit down, they don't agree pan and they don't allocate the money. So Musa they ask now say now who that be do this? Ambassador sir.
So that's part of the negotiation between the Millennium Challenge Corporation and the government of Sierra Leone.
The government of Sierra Leone and MCC, the negotiation, because you got to negotiate what you want for do with the money.
As you know, the finance minister led a delegation in July of government officials to Washington where they spent several days negotiating with the MCC, and part of that negotiation was around exactly how to allocate the funding across the various projects.
There, so not to government no more sidom, but how they allocate the funding, how they allocate them and the different projects them inside for make me and you go get sustainable and affordable energy in Sierra Leone.
The way that it works is the government and MCC first agreed on the projects they wanted to carry out.
One, a light we want. Okay, fine. They agree.
And then we ran cost estimates on them, and then
Then do the cost estimates. And then
we apportioned the costs
apportion the cost.
based on those cost estimates.
Now in that too. Wait till now one light. Okay. Then put all the project like we get the transmission backbone distribution access project, we get the power sector reform, we get the administration cost, we get monitoring and evaluation. Then shape the money.
$7 million on monitoring and evaluation. Who is this money going to and who is going to monitor?
Okay. You self one for no, And say, oh, they spend beaucoup money, but that administration cost 72 million. 7 million for monitor 480 million. 7 million for monitor 480 million. Who that this money they go to? Ambassador.
So it's done by an outside third-party firm that will be contracted by the MCA. We found over many years working in the development space.
Listen, why make them do this? They cannot say working in the development space over many years. What think happens, sir?
That it is best to have an external monitoring and evaluation program that
it is best to have an external people where they monitor. So when you go the grumble say, well, they can't spend 7 million for watch 480 million. Working in the development space, if I make you get people in from outside, when I say outside, I don't mean say in America, oh, outside the government space for monitor and evaluate.
that is the best way to get honest.
That's the best way to get one honest. Hey, Lara Telopias. Una ibu gyan work? Okay, no, you're an auditor. Auditor, not the monitor. Auditor, monitor, auditor, monitor, auditor. No, Tamba Momo, no. Name monitor. But then for audit for monit. Ebo na gidembo. The worst nightmare for the Bureau administration. Now the name Lara and Tamba. And if the Tamba end with Momo and the Lara end with Tilopias, well like that. Forget waiting honest. Yes, with what again, sir?
Feedback and data
Honest feedback and data.
about whether your project is successful or not.
Whether you project successful or not, having outside monitor.
Where is the external coming from?
Hey, Punsa. Who side externally come from? Okay. Ambassador, sir. Who side it come?
From the US or from within
So
Sweden?
it'll be a contract,
Na contractor.
and folks will bid on it, and the MCA will ultimately make that determination.
The MCA na the government and MCC na MCA. Yeah? Then go bid. Contractors then go bid. America go they look for their own. Now not to power, not to new direction. Now na feed salon back go they look for their own. Now that you go win. Let it be, you know, I know say Sierra Leoneans with integrity, no they in that space deal. But brother, sister, Lord give the one the ordinary double for monitor. Yes. Let we give the one the ordinary do. Mio. Yeah. Because they want the way they inside. It act for able for yes, you go say because the MCC mix. But for see person way he got with the inside salon. We go win the contract. I see winner first and then go meet her. But now make you happy for you. And if you not do one we own way, you never get contract on this country again. Until you know how things they roll.
Far too early to say who would be the contractor.
Yes, if I too early for say who that go monitor and evaluate this project.
$7 million for monitoring evaluation has been a concern for some Sierra Leoneans.
Musa just they go over and over no more $7 million. Don't be concerned. The 7 million not 10 million concern. Only the 72 million for at the administration. Or they say okay, ask them because sometimes they want give America people for bra 480 million, 7 million. Let them give them. Let them give them.
Why that amount allocated to just monitor and evaluation, for instance?
Yeah, 7 million for monitor and evaluation. But we put 72 million for project administration cost. Anyway, another out you. I will taxpayer money. Likampawi.
Well, I think monitoring and evaluation is absolutely a critical part of any development program.
Monitoring and evaluation na a critical part of any development project. How you want give money, you no monitor. How? How much you want spend per monitor? Okay. You know get case in Salon police station. The case, how the case big, how the money big. Now so then they charge you. Okay. Ask the one them. Where you go to call? Oh well, this it cost, now that it cost. Salon police they had the money for you, had the money. We don't say well. Now this you go get for pay we. For watch $480 million. How much you want to spend for monitorer? 100,000? Yeah.
The way that figure is arrived at is based upon MCC's considerable experience.
You there? Wow, reach 7 million are based on MCC, the experience.
Doing this globally, it's well within the norms of what is spent on monitoring and evaluation for development programs. And without monitoring and evaluation, you have no way to ensure that the project is being carried out appropriately.
There. If you don't monitor, if you don't evaluate, I gonna say then do am, how then for do am.
That the benefits are being received, that the work is being done to an appropriate safety, and
the work is being done to appropriate safety. All thing in the tick the box.
health standard.
Health standard, all.
So this is money that is absolutely critical, particularly as part of any large engineering project
Large engineering project like this one.
like this.
All right, my colleague just asked you about disbursement of funds, and over the past year, procurement process is very important, and we understand government has been losing a lot of money in that aspect. Who will be in charge of procurement process?
Okay, you said on the ask. We're not gonna in charge for the procurement side, for buy, for she say things are done. The thing they say then go buy them, buy them. If they say that they can put 14-meter tension, high tension cable and go put on there. Then they buy procurement. Then they come in monitor say yes. Then be say then they put her, then put her. Then they evaluate say okay. The two them be say then be put her.
So under the MCC compact, the Millennium Challenge Authority, which is a combination of the government of the United States, the government of Sierra Leone,
Now in the Millennium Challenge Authority, now the MCA, now the Salon Government and the MCC.
civil society, and the private sector ultimately has the responsibility for procurement activities, including contracting for the MCC.
There. Okay. Now salon. Okay, you know sabi safe. Can I load on this one?
Now, you've made mention of the preconditions for the compact to be granted. After meeting all these conditions, how the fund would be disbursed?
You are know. 480 million. I would have get for put on. In the Canada, 1.2, we don't discuss on air first. That will consolidate fund. Lie, then they will deep so, ne able full up, ne put on the. Now they would put some money where they make no able pay car power ship. Yeah, I said it. The disbursements. Now that the money they go to. Ambassador, sir.
So the funds are dispersed from the United States Treasury directly to those contractors that carry out the work under the compact.
From the treasury to the contractor the accounts. Now there they go. So you contractor go join with them kukujumu kukuwane lala pinta lakrabu people them. Yeah? Go join them. Join them, no? This then they're gonna government now to you the contractor. But we don't see. I've seen World Bank funded project in Sierra Leone. These same lights we get for do with that Waterloo axis. The one the way they head, sir, they know what I'm talking about. They procure, they buy the thing them. The EDSA bossman then they go collect cable, collect cement, collect sansan, then they collect all things from the sites. Yeah, they did. The bossman then EDSA. Then Eleki A1. Eleki. If you call out a word now, it's Sabi. Then they go collect. Now, me that project today. Me, I not think say World Bank be get that evaluation and monitoring from the inside. They will get her na salon. But I tell you, say, the salon system is tumbu is commoting day. It's rotting.
And it will be dispersed based upon the terms of the contracts that those contractors sign with the Millennium Challenge Authority.
The terms where they sign with MCC, now that way they then go disperse the money to them, not government.
So the money will not come to Sierra Leone directly.
Hey, Papa God. So the money they can't salon direct. You know what the man say?
The money does not move through Sierra Leonean government accounts.
Bam. The money they can't to contractor. If the contractor na salon they can't to her. But not to salon government account. They go lie consolidated for wow.
No, it will come directly to the contractors here in Sierra Leone that are carrying out the work.
So, if the contractor now we cook, if the contractor we allow the cooked system for can overshadow him, if the stooge contractor we some kukujomiku people in the government put for sabotage the project, well, it's on the contractor.
Who determine the contractors and who?
So the Millennium Challenge.
Not all we don't talk just now. But anyway, Ambassador Novexo. We don't answer just now. Talk no more.
Authority will ultimately determine the contractors that are selected. Those are done through an open, transparent procurement process.
Transparent procurement process. Forget the contractors there.
That is run by the MCA.
The MCA, Millennium Challenge Authority, government, MCC, civil society.
The MCA itself comprises the government of the United States,
Yes.
the government of Sierra Leone,
And
representatives from your civil society and private sector.
So if this fail, now they all will they blame.
If the U.S. companies or the U.S. Institutions are implementing the $480 million compact grants, some are saying, or the argument has been that most of the monies are going back to the U.S.
You know, part of the people always say, oh, this money, they can't go back in America. Because Musa they say.
Well, some of these contractors will likely be Sierra Leonean.
Bam. They don't know the contractors they yet, but likely salon people and get for win the contract.
I don't know that any of them will be from the United States.
Sabi if they get for they from United States, but now open bidding.
I can't speak to that, but certainly we anticipate that there are Sierra Leonean firms that will ultimately carry out the work under this compact.
There you know.
So what about the myth that the money is going back to the US?
Papa God. Oh. Ambassador, be away. We just want for know if the money they go. Okay, the money they go back.
So the money doesn't return to the United States. It goes to the individual contractors. Those are selected by the MCA. Ultimately, what the contractors receive are funds that are invested in the electricity grid of Sierra Leone.
So, if now the people over they push Musa for access, the money they go back. How the money they go back with these people they can provide service. Even if they're an American company, now you win the bid, you don't have to provide the service. Oh no, local content now who for win them. Something you not go like what I go talk. The labor then go use salon people them. Yeah. But if you left to me one, yeah, let the contractors they even be from out of Sierra Leone. Me, if you want to leka, you want not leka. Because I feel to say now the only way that they way this. I just told you about a World Bank funded energy project. Na Songo. for Mylander. World Bank projects. World Bank project too. Bra. Na Lebanese contractor ne. Let me talk now le EDSA no say no. Lebanese contractor ne. The EDSA alagba then they can collect the thing them from the sites. Then they can collect her. I know they discredit Sierra Leone people. You know, contractors from Sierra Leone. I'm not discrediting them. But because politics is so, you know, then can bend them. Then can bend them. Seriously, then they bend them. Fred the petek be move them where they carry out the projects. I know of somebody. Now this same energy sector, we left diaspora, go open business and salon. They almost frustrated this man. They almost frustrated him. The man, he make take a pull hand per contract. He wepian say he no mix again. Parce mettre sa contracto pa yuki and kuku jumuku. He say no to then he left diaspora for go do na salon. Man, I didn't butu be in this man. I didn't butu be in now. Because the man said, no, I can't work like that. How na go they can collect all thing? Then a million company na go look bad. Na go look bad. Una they collect all thing. Then they want envelope. Then they want envelope. Then they want envelope. At the end of the day, the project's no, they go no side. Then pull an iron and give Lebanese. Then pull an iron and give Lebanese. The project, you know, pay World Bank funded projects. You know, pay. So now make I tell you what I tell you now. Say me, that monitoring and evaluation, let them do it. Let them do it. Because in Sierra Leone, they want to know, then go frustrate you. But she be say they don't want that money do. Oh, not sabi safe. So me, now make I say the contractor there. Let them not be salon people there. You know, they be salon people themselves. Well, let man do what they talk so. I hope he bid for this. I hope he bid for her. But again, we be say then go don't put her in them black book because of what he do them. Because a pull on per project say no they don't. I hope he bid for this and he win. We no government person no for can put her on no heads top officials. No for can put her under the arrest for gide. Oh, now all long shape and what thing go left by the project? Nothing. Now the word that to fumble him. Yeah? I make out to say triple whether we like them or not like them, then guy they get beaucoup way for bypass the system for avoid the process and squander the money and use some of them. Well, I know. Mama they say, but let the contractors they come out from overseas. Now that way they will go expect say go be successful. Alright. Look into the mediation.
Mediation. Now one way how legal people in another country can use for settle different matter them before them go to court. As well for help reduce the plenty challenge where people plenty time can grumble, but the past mark challenge where they pan the court process them. Now salon before this term, all the case them from political and family disputes, labor and other one them can end up na court where this don't show say the courts they get past mark burden for give solution to all them cases here. Now this make the Law Reform Commission as salon After we don't engage with stakeholders and different parties in the country on the mediation draft document so that the country could get mediation law, make the commission decide for me to then stakeholder they are again for able for validate this document before they turn law. Yada Williams, now the chairman for the Law Reform Commission, he explained more.
Wait, who they can't to Yada? Yeah, Willow. They can't to her. I asked at the start of the program, say, the chief them, what's in the name for a community? The demand them, what's in the name for a community? Because I be feel to say, now for them small case they line and for within the community. But now they call it mediation law. Okay, now for guide the chief and the demand, Anyway, Yada, continue.
The work of the Law Reform Commissioner for look at the old laws, the archaic laws, most of them where we get from England, for see if then they in consonance with modern times now.
England una come. My people. When I come back. Most of the old archaic law from England. So now I give you this. Any person we talk about that 1965 Public Order Act. No. Not na give ya. No, now fine tune now. Anyway, una come.
The traditional way for settle disputes now through litigation way in a court.
The traditional way for settle disputes now through courts. Again, Edman, chief, what's in the for?
A lot of people dissatisfied with how court proceedings they go. You go court, sabi talk English, you're afraid. Most of the time, you don't even understand what's in the talk. Additionally, court processes are very expensive. Court processes can delay, can go for years and years and years, So mediation, an alternative dispute resolution mechanism other than going to court.
So people in afraid court, long process. That's true. So now they call it mediation. Okay.
The chairman for the Law Reform Commission continue for talk about the case them. What is mediation law? Get for the deal with.
I will cover a wide range of subject matter.
Like waiting.
Labor dispute, accident.
Neighbor disputes. Chief den area. Demand den area. I feel to say them for able for take care of that one day.
Accident matters.
Accident matters. Dispute, accident. Okay.
Family dispute.
Family dispute. Chief. Aidman.
Divorce issues.
Divorce issues. Okay, we're landing now. I'm past the chief and the aidman. Wait you out, Stadios. Man, wait you out. No. No count nothing. No, that no, gonna court. Sabi the mentality of the chief and the man. I'm tired. Say na woman, that's him out. That's they talk for. What you out, Sadios? I can't forget him up at the man. I made the man say no auntie again. I want lapa I count and one lapa na they go with. No, go left hand hand. Left hand hand. But the middle say no say wetin I dey talk. Divorce. Okay, continue.
Custody for picking them.
Custody for picking. When I waiting the man say, then you know left and back na the hand. The man say able take care of the picking. You know woman. Now then get out in the door. Oh, okay. Custody of picking. Then you fit for picking in a salon. Okay. Custody of picking.
Land palaver.
Land palaver. The chief there. Ha! Say, bro, you make I get this. That much they work out, so now you get her. Mediation. Okay.
Lots and lot of things. I mean, it
These lots and lots of things. We go and see the fine print too. Eh?
it's really not just small matters. Them, as a matter of fact, you can have multi-million dollars matters going to mediation.
Multi-million dollars going to mediation? Eh? Multi-million dollar matters going to mediation. Wow.
That the matters could be completely out of domain of mediation, like rape.
Okay. Rape go pa mediation no. But now Dennis Sandy, he was accused.
Like murder.
Okay, kill no, they do pa mediation. Hey.
Child abuse.
No, they go pa mediation.
It's like wounding.
Usai blood don't come out, they go pa mediation.
Very serious criminal matters will have no place in mediation.
Well, he left for define waiting at the very serious criminal matter. Okay.
But a lot of other things, political party disputes, internally, when I can go to mediation.
Political party, they go mediation. Okay, internal political party disputes, when I can go to mediation. Okay.
Instead of when I go court.
Yada Williams. Same should talk about how this mediation.
Then they go, Apple, wait, give it that side before they go court. Because court all time put injunction, eh?
Internally, when I can go to mediation instead of when I go court.
Political party internal disputes, then can go to mediation instead of then go court, where court go put injunction, where at the end of the day then go say, oh, now the ruling government, now, okay, yeah, let them go mediation. Now go there. No can buggery, no can mix when mediation back here. If you be say mediation na government, na political party nomination when like that.
Yada Williams. Same should talk about how this mediation law will help for reduce the burden where they pan the judiciary for deal with case them. Help for promote peace between people them. We can make plenty time. Chamot can then the country. And after this, the democracy. We also meet with some of the stakeholders who been there on this validation process for talk about how they're able for make sure say this validation document able for capture the area of interest.
My name is Joy Gambidon and me na the Deputy Publicity and Organizing Secretary of Lawyers Legal Access to Women Yearning for Equality Rights and Social Justice. I think saying I step in the right direction because we all know not all my Buddha long process for the Gona court. They spend boku money, but this is a process we will favor a lot of people and all they even talk safe about the rights and interests of women. Them we happy say the act consider the fact say women important even in the mediation process, and we hope say we go able for see a lot of female mediators them.
We hope say we will see boku woman mediators. How will these mediators be chosen? How long then the mediate span talk? Boku question they will me they ask. Who do they get for comprise of the mediators them? Na community people them? Based on waiting are the criteria, waiting are the merit for being a mediator. So we forget chief mediator, co-mediator, we get forget one in there? Okay.
Mina Benjamin McFoy. I work for Defense for Children. We not only dey into picking, but also dey into women in gas. So like for gender issues or picking the way they in conflicts of the law, we very, very, very much concerned for them. Yeah, we must say we take them out of the law and see how best we're able for reunify them to the different homes, them back.
The Law Reform Commission has salon after this validation process. The next thing now for make them turn these documents to an act of parliament before them go able for turn into law. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Jafferman Davis, the report.
Okay, turn into act of parliament, then turn them into law. Hopefully, some of the fine prints them we not able to get out of this yet. We go able to get them. Me I support too. I support. But me support get bot. Yes. Me support get bot. Waiting am the bot for me support. You there ages now. The mediators them. The criteria for being mediator. Who that they choose them? Then they be part of the court system, or then they be separate from the court system. Eh? Now jurors them, or them for be used, and then they can't on mediator. Mediator na by term, then they day. You know, things like that. Me I go look for no. Because I be feel to say the chief them, the headman them, then go be well mediators. Now they work that one, you know. But I guess not. Welcome, Mus friend. What you get on this one, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much, Pule. Thanks for talking through. Thanks for giving me the platform. And thanks to the listeners. You talk of this, the issue you bring today regarding this mediation law that I for go between and make things happen in the better way. A very interesting thing, very good. But it depends how they get for pursue them. But before that, you talk of this MCC grant where they come up. But now more decide now because we don't see Brian Hunt the whole press briefing in office day. But now you don't come to the media. But the key thing where they try for talk, I think are more of commitments. How they try for change when they see that reform. But the reform will come with commitments. So now they cost commitments, and they see they try for show responsibilities of all sides. Would I go give, would I go make decision, or would I get for do what he for do for let the thing go come, and then how they go get for engage each other. But now that commitment area, now him he emphasize. We at any time when the commitment not show action, for do something we will prove. We say decision whether the one who gonna constitutional law or the one who then get for go vote as a referendum. We see all the country get for involved for say yes or no, they not agree or what in they put. And anyhow the other one they own at the opposition party, they own responsibility. But it's a matter of that responsibility of the citizens them. Now him the one who will not know what is the responsibility of the citizens. Now more the receiving side and now in they will wait. But the one way that the referendum will not know whose side and then law and the recommendation they will then the tripartite don't put. We don't can hang as a kind of a condition now for the MCC because before the MCC be open to just methods and governmental how then they behave because all they do with that cost effective data driven. What's that data driven? Because anything the government want to do, it cost them out for letting them go do them. So obviously now the poverty that one the way MCC say them will come inside for campus because from I think 2004 so but 2004 where they may get for introduce this by George Bush, saying for poverty. But the point is that the responsibilities and based on waiting the cost of waiting US senator them together with I think Chris Coons he's another senator now then be done right the time about just almost a year now towards Albright say for advice about the conditional and the political reform back there's something wrong on the political aspect. Because we'll be not ready for that. If the election not being end up for anything, this way we will see and get draw. So, but if the election being go well, whatever way we will find out it is fair from their own side. Problem nobody not argue. Then not before don't come up. But now we don't get this side. We then tell we say we not your side. We not go right the behavior. So because of that letter on the right Albright. Instead, you hold the case, then begin to say, well, oh, hold on. So then right around now to the cost now for say the cost and which will be become effective. Now the one who not tripartite and will not get for put her up. So you look at that at one point. Then you look again the budget timing where the Senate committee, because the Senate committee get for sit down for decide this financial year, even though we don't present the letter. You see, so the point here is what's in the senators then get for decide on the financial disbursement. So that's the inner one who they wait now. When they don't decide, and based on what themselves they expect from we, now they will get to see the thing they go. Because in the committee of the Treasury Committee because the chairman Anthony Blinken, now the chair in get back portion the foreign relation, but then on foreign relation now then they come together for let them go decide. But all the right point here is there is a point of responsibility and a duty of data what then they do, and the data you have to go now take to the monitoring. But that side way the government been say it the other money, one of it just clear that side. Now the side now what they don't go write this. Now we don't go right now we don't go formulate but I believe say I don't know if now would in mathematics don't go pull back data, we end up for go put that amount there. Because if we get good mathematics in a this cost to it, one of the 400 is reach, but I believe say them we don't expand them. They say, well, I'll go for the mountain. Oh, they can at the hill now, we they come down with we on for we'll get parachute. But the parachute points, another one what they say with the key. The point say, well, we don't go make a budget, but now we salon people and now we write we own budget because now waiting we cost say that this one, so when they don't check it pass mark it with the amounts, so that make them see then they put on. So now that other point back is said based on waiting they put. So it's all about a diplomacy of finance, but the diplomacy of finance, I don't know how much we on day if then they wait for SIA or would they assume say no more una go they use and they when that side they back, I only hope so them will try clarify because if they can't reach that side they for say una young couple for let go, if they go for the administration, then they don't can see the administration the function. So these are the areas who then get for say, oh well, we're not gonna go before. So then get for be very skeptical. While the process they go at the legal side, then the one who at the national side he here for come or but we hope say then go able for see all the relationship we get for make that commitment and that one would then will put them it will go before. But it's a matter of vision, it's a matter of party them because then you own money they can buy partisan. You get Congress, you get the Democrats, the Republican, the Democrats. So you find out say then a black partisan money then they take kangi una. So if they kangi una back una the receivers in a bipartisan, the inside the back una get 3 tiers or a 1 tier a day who they look into the thing una they do. Then the one they do una the one una the opposition for monitor and agree. So it's a matter of agree and a matter of commitment in a matter of implementation. But we hope say whatever then they do now for let the cost will come for the benefit of the citizens. Looking at the mediation law before I go, that one day I believe saying I saw something where they look at somehow where a committee of type of food that they get for being at the committee. Because when you talk of the laws you talk of the customary law, when as traditional law, but waiting the governor, in all look written for say he didn't allow right. So now another we wouldn't decision the advance in the form of written, because this is a mortal man than behavior. Like I understand say, I see you say you know how the stammer, well I go accept say because you the stammer, I go right now for that you talk. That way they or I go accept say now because of something that day something you been hard up now for that you can't mask me foot or now for that you go beat time with picking. So in those areas how for understand say now me behavior I accept say now ain't hurt you now in then the type of put into customary. Now when the people they say that all are not agree when them go to the law. Within the law say for see what you pass now what you get for say but here now human behavior with me and you they meet up. I for say I accept say yes you look me by the eye but I know why you look me by the eye because you not possible left for look or you mistake look. So these are the things that more get for just and then get for just try to understand. But would that then get for day on that side because if we see things even they escalate now the country today they talk about okay inter-party now because of people don't understand each other. For say, well, I either understand, say, well, you don't do mistake, or I they give a suggestion, you accept them, then me say they receive them. But these are things when I behave your business. So now a big challenge, but it is a good idea because now they now in the living. Because now neighborhood, it's like a neighborhood arrangement. That's a neighborhood arrangement. When I come out the neighborhood, then at the court. So hope see things will get better for that one day. Thank you so much. Hope Salon will reform for change. A lot of people will enjoy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
You're welcome, yes, sir.
I want to say thanks to Usfriend for his own contribution today. Yes, Alpha. Welcome, sir. What you get for it today?
Yeah, thanks for having me. As always, big thank you to who's friend. I think for me today, this mediator thing gets very, very much. I get some space in me heart because now one thing that the way my big brother Dr. Sisedo writes most of his articles and books them on how the local people will able get access to justice without then get spend money and all the ramifications then ways around accessing the law even to people wey dey abroad, say even for first timers and waiting and call, we dey find them very, very difficult for access the law because people don't know, they not get money, they not get more knowledge. So one system where they study currently self now how well those local way of settling disputes can be able for roll out into different communities them where they now this part of the world. So having said that, the first statement I underline from the director, whatever you want for call a name, where he say access, I mean taking somebody to law courts now a traditional way of settling disputes. I totally want for disagree with that definition there. When you talk about a traditional way for settle disputes, now way it means at which two parties no go for go face law courts. When you talk about the law court system, this is now a modern system being set up for settle disputes. Yeah. So if that guy, the person they define say a traditional way, it's not a traditional way. You make mention of three important people: the headmans, the chief, and then tribal heads them. For me, I think say it is but very good and passed as long as alone, but the process and the structure now not clear for me at all at all. You don't need for go set up a new set of body of people who say, oh, that one and then the mediator them. It's not so. What they should do and which me feel say now in for the in place when I a system now for empower and equip the local authorities them, the tribal heads, the chief, I call them the chief them, and then the village heads them. This now the responsibility and the role for ensure say they mediate conflict. They're able for ensure say they're able for address conflict instead of the conflict goes to the court or go to police station. Then say they get limitation, but the thing when me feel say them for do before even then they pass this thing to law. Sometimes when they put the cat before the horse, yeah. Before then they do them here, then for don't conduct a thorough research, gets the total amount of paramount chief, the total amount of village head, tribal heads, una equips them, una train them, tell them the do's and don'ts and all these things. Who side enough for compromise so when you don't do that day, you don't make justice, you don't make the people don't get access to justice at the doorstep. So when they get case, instead of they run go to police station or run go to court, guess what? The justice system they right na the doorstep. If you go set another a group of people saying a mediator, then they wire, now leave out first the qualification for become a mediator. If that mommy get in backyard case, they're not able for pay money for going. But if the government say that they go set an order mediator team, it's still a modernized system. We should move it to the local level. Anyways, even abroad now, they get traditional things the way they're not a church, they still maintain them. They know say it is but very, very much important for able for maintenance structures they need. So if we want to go back to them, which for me it's good because it gives the local people that poor mommy will not get money for hire lawyer, will not get money for going to court. Guess what? He gets access to justice. And he go able for like make his feel satisfied way, then settle in case we go na courts we get that kind of money then they. So for me it's but very, very much important. And lastly, before I drop the call, with regards the MCC, for me, like when you said they say I support you 100%. We don't test so many projects them na salon. Even this government, I don't announce, I don't talk now. Say the kind of money we don't come inside for projects them. If we don't calculate all, I think so for need for begin ask questions there now. say where the results for this, where the results for that. If the whole MCC they look say, you know what, would they bring experts when are specialized monitoring and evaluation farm for monitor the outcome of them project there. That tells you say there are a lot of projects them where they not see results for. So let people are not begin to say, oh, they go money, they go back to the international community, because that's one thing where people use for say. If we can perform well, we have the result where they look for. There is no need for go bring experts from outside. Then go able for groom them or take them from within, because then they're able for deliver for like deliver in sense get an international standard. But you go to take right now, like they can't be big money. You go take local experts or waiting, they go compromise them. At the end of the day, we not get nothing for show off. We don't see them pass so many projects. The one where you make mention of is clear picture. Yeah. Even these lights, how many times we not don't see say they don't put money for lights in a salon. Up till today, we still not get lights. We're sustainable up till today, because the one where they do the monitoring and evaluation, then they be compromised. The one where they implement the projects, then they be compromised. We don't see them evidently clear, and people they see the result. Because if you want for do a good project, I think say by now distribution cables them when we don't get project. I think last before this time we'll talk on say then they work on the distribution cables them. Now again then they can't do all over again. What in that they tell you? It means the first one way they do it was not sustainable, it was not clear. But go watch the reports the way they know right. All those reports now fabulous one. Say then they get the facts, then they implement and done. Yeah, and they will write good English them na paper. But when you go look the reality on the ground, na different case. I think for me, that's a very good idea for the MCC. Even like what you say, even if they get is and the one where they can't go on the line, if not from international and they pull them, ballet them pull them, they, as long as we see the results, because it's the result that we are interested in, not the one where they do the work. When they come, the cable for even recruit, we will label them and then go they pay their fine money, provided again if the government don't go put CID. Because me don't need as a way a company come, they hire, because they begin pay high money, the government go there and say, no, not to this now, we wage bill, now this, now so we they pay now, so now and let God help that country. Dey. Thank you very seriously, sir.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're welcome.
One for say thanks to Alpha for your own contribution today. Welcome on board, Tony. What do you get on this one, sir?
Yeah, Abraham, thanks for having me. Yeah, I think I'll go look at this new law, this introduction of the mediation law, where they want to come with. I think, say, for me, the only concern I get, instead of we get another mediation law within the bring camp, you understand? I think therefore just empower the local authorities that will get. We get to all ministry and the local governments, do you understand, or local council or well, whatever, where they in charge for oversee the paramount chiefs and the community chiefs and headman and everything, you understand? With a local government here, certain Lamina also.
Yeah, Tamba Lamina.
Samba Lamina and they in charge. I think say the resource these people need resources, because most times when you go to the chief there or headman for go settle disputes, then they levy fine. You understand? I remember somebody go and coach Nami waiting and call with the go call the chief for camp. The chief, the first thing we do is say for pay 500,000, me and the other guy. You understand? So most times it's like they pretend as if they not get the resources for making the administer. Then they sit down and then case so what I think say could be better off. Now forget a proper structure in place. We will be uniform. So waiting the happen at the north, now the same thing go to happen at the south, now the same thing they happen at the east, wherever. So through that centralized body, they you understand. Let's say the could they get solvency or whatever, we can give money to them people and they you understand. So then go get the like let's say for example Western rural area. go na council na Waterloo, then go get them, they support like stationary, this, that, teach them how they for documents, how they for filing case, and they how they for able to get assistance. You understand what I mean? I think by so doing, it go able for move the system very fast because even the central, the judiciary or the courts where people they get good with the process, what make you find out say a lot of cases in the TD now because most times they not even get resources. You understand? They will pretend as if the money not there or this not there, even other things them. Even when the net SSF way you didn't make a distress call for call the police will tell you they not get fear. You understand? So most of the things they did that they affect we lost them or judiciaries for making them function very well or security apparatus or security personnel let them function. And at the same thing they affect the local council. So if I not say if you we not able for put a proper system in place, we're able for monitor, it go boil down to the same thing again when cases then go dey slow because what you make then go say they not get the support and everything. So for me, I think say what you know for do, just empower the local government because now certain cases the way hello. Okay, certain cases the way will be sensitive. Yes, when I go give them their own line, just like way you get a traditional bus attendants and then TBM and them, where they help the hospital them in a certain area. Tell them say this na limitation. If una still say una get cases the person wake up for Cambon way, una not able una look for signs, certain signs them where they happen. Una refer the person straight to go to hospital. So things the things that they are getting they came for give the guidelines. Like certain cases, like where you is mentioned about land disputes or certain things, and the way you know say that's very sensitive. That they don't know what handle am. But for me, I just think say there's still need for go by the same system we will get for let them give the people a day because it's a job for them. It's a job. It's just like they not get anybody where they monitor them. They not get any guidelines or principles that way where they for adhere to. You understand? Everybody just do what they want for do. You understand? So now me own take that about. I just think say the local governments just need for work in partnership with them various local authorities and they enable for sanitize the processes and get them in a well proper structured manner.
Okay. I thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome.
One for say thanks to Tony for Ian contribution today. Diana Salone. So I know they carry to wait till they carry it. You don't know. Mediation law. Yes, for mediate. For bringing calm sanity between people them or community. Yes, man. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. For giving me the opportunity. For giving me a little. You know, I could say that mediator system within the try for can wait. We get an aya. We get now America. May don't go through a mediator thing in Los Angeles. You know. But probably the reason why they get them because they not get local chief them. Like how we get local chief them now Africa. Where you go someone's to chief. Maybe yeah the court them especially the family matters and divorce cases them most of the time custody battle divorce visitations and then they made a witness or I don't see we then refer we to a mediator we go one of the wrong thing when the Chief Justice now for run the judiciary system. No, the Chief Justice in work now only run the Supreme Court. Now na their own job. The Chief Justice and the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice and the Supreme Court judges them. Their young work now for run the Supreme Court. But Salon, I don't know, maybe that's what the people and we give we independent, that's so then they operate. When at the Chief Justice, then they control the entire judicial system, that the country. Which may not feel say that not the right way for go, you know. So they need for look into that. Just like traffic court. How many times we don't talk about traffic court? You know, somebody go thief that mate now local Lebanese man in shop road. No, because they can't spend thing with the crime. The crime where it cost with the money not reach 1 million leons. Now you go put an apademba, you go spend over 50 million leons for keep and no more because they see this on another day for 1, 2, 3 years. Even that's it, like they against the constitution. You never go, but the time they when that time they pass, even if that be murder case, once that time they pass, you got for left out. If you not get enough, that make you wouldn't they do investigation with the see them all the time. If they not get clear cut evidence, they need to just go grab you because they can carry that case there to the prosecutor, the DA, the deputy DA's office. He said, ha, if we not get case now, law no go. And if we not get enough, no need nothing for keep am. Thank you make it and they put surveillance on people and until they get something with it nail them down before them file. But Salon, somebody they thief granates, you go put on a Pademba Road. Somebody take lollipop, you go put on a Pademba Road. Politician and girlfriend, who they not meet up, then get problem here and somebody because na Salona they somebody they knock they cut the knock chest say I go lock you up. I go do this. I go do this to you for no just no reason. So probably not the thing. But mediators they work. But like Tony said, they don't need them anymore. Yeah, the reason why they get them, they don't get local chief then. Let them empower the chief then. But the chief they're all day into politics. They all don't dupe the hit, they're not all into politics. I don't even if they say then they do a better job. But they need for hoping more courthouse them because Waterloo forget courthouse. Wellington forget courthouse. Calbaton forget courthouse. Everywhere. Which side are they? Now 4 courthouses and surround me.
Yeah,
They
Waterloo
within,
get courthouse. Waterloo get. You get
yeah,
Gilead all.
yeah, where they within less than 1 mile from all 4 of them. You know, we forget more courthouse them, bring in more judges them, and so that they can take off the load now the main courthouse yonder. Because I remember we get that one na Klein Town. Courthouse been in a Klein Town. I don't know if
Yeah,
they
it's
don't
still
take
the
on that.
Kleintown get, Waterloo even get jail.
Okay. You know, now that they need for do more. Then this mediator thing, let them move them case then they because some little petty case then they way the care gonna court. You say okay, I be send una to this so person. But if na case we not get nothing for do with we're not a traditional case. Because remember again, we chief them a traditional case them. They're able to talk. But certain case then they way complex, you not go send them they we get for do with the constitution. You not go take a case where get something for do with constitution when a constitutional thing like murder or another thing or domestic violence, not to local chief in business than they. Because na crime. Anything when a felony, enough for go to local chief. You know, once na a felony, misdemeanors, yeah. But felonies for go na the regular courthouse because na they judges them and lawyers then get for can argue. And then they argue the constitution and other cases that will be don't happen. Then draw them as references, you know. So in terms of this money within the talk but and this light me I'm not say anything again but them people, yeah. I just sit down now, they watch. Una go to give you result. Una go to tell we how did they move this money. But then people here, this vice president where them put as chairman, the way you don't shape this money self, give me headache. Money will not reach nowhere and shape surplus. So that's Sierra Leone.
Okay, I don't think so. We don't come inside. We don't
Yeah.
suicide the discrepancy been there. Also,
Yeah.
it been say 70 million for that monitoring and evaluation at 7 million. Not to 70 million. A mistake add 10 para. But na 7 million. I did this discrepancy
It don't correct itself.
No, it's not correct itself. But we don't get Sunday from the US ambassador in conversation with Musa. Na 7 million, not 70.
Okay. Well, the problem is, God, I say this, but African people, people on where land book na Africa, Sierra Leone to be precise, now they are no but. Them feel say they know so much, nobody know for correct them, or if they're wrong, then they feel too heavy. Why this man not come back and can't tell say, you know what, I'm sorry. Tell the public back. Say, I be sorry. I misread the numbers them. Wusa be saying at 70 million, not to be 70 million, at 7 million. What is wrong with that? Why you, president or vice president, not for say something way wrong and come back to the people and can correct them? What is wrong with that? Why not the US ambassador for tell we? He no say na wrong thing, he say. Why you no go just come and tell we, because then the people say, Uda now. Me, I get PhD. Why I for say something, I come back, I can apologize. Or can retract back what I tell una. I not deserve that because me a PhD holder. Now, look the way and they treat the people in that country. They party in, party out. They need to do anything, they apologize. And not only they need to apologize, then they bulldoze you. Then they force them back by you. Say because me get PhD, you not get dondo. So anything I tell you, you believe them. If you not believe, I will make a policeman who can make you believe. Because that means you dey try for insight. If you question what you say, even if na lie like you. Anyway, down a country, they una dey for una go dey try, we dey enjoy una. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Umar. Yeah, you know say Umar the job, and not in there how they start. So you can miss someone then some areas then. But for that cut you on the Watalu, we are called to get Jilly at all. Welcome, Ezekiel. What you get for it?
Thank you so much, Triple A. Thanks to the panelists and to all the listeners. And I think when you come to the mediation, which is a way and they try for talk about, I think everybody don't say the right thing, and we already get them. We just need to empower them and give them some a little bit of guidance. You know, like Weber Umar say, we get local cases and where anything way they below $5,000, na small courts settlement case courts now they go. Even though they then get their own big time problem because maybe don't take somebody there. Before the case they begin, then they tell you clearly, they say this court here, it for give you justice, but it's not responsible for collecting your money from anybody. so you end up for spending money for nothing because I end up for pay for let them go deliver the letter for summon the guy, say, hey, this person don't sue you in a court, you they pay that transportation and everything. And then you pay a small amount of money for sue the person. And then when you win, they calculate all that and that person forgive you. That guy, they give me only $27 per 2,000 some 100 case. That was it. Left to you back for go find a collection agency where you get for pay and all that. So I just clap me hand and say, ballet left it. So, but anyway, we own people them and just need for get guidance. But as we own country day, it just everything just they stack up from the time we people we will begin government Sierra Leone. Then any time we person they a little bit above this other person, it can come Bosnia village, Casey tell them say this Casey and I'm you. That will be the end. you know. So guidance not the one within a power is above the law. Any side we go, as long as he knows say they up small, he just they tell that person they say, they watch this case so una take una time, and that corrupts everything. So are the same thing no more. And the one where I don't see parties now other wage build now in the council. That mediation idea where then they talk about by the day they know this no can meet the number of people away then go higher and put it in there. And then so back. So we will see if them go empower the local people the way they already did and give them a guidance. Because now the like waiting about Tony be say. Now the other thing down there, if guidance not there, this person way say he want this person go to the chief. The only one of the ways the way they punish them, they go with 500,000. Case way for be them for go some other person they 20 million, in they go with 500,000. So the person now not able even pay the salmon money first. How much more the one we owe? So you see the problem they continue to exaggerate. So unless they get a guardian, where then go tell you say any of these case where person come to the chief, it will only be the highest, it will be 100,000. Everything else for the below. When you set them that way, as the economy they change over time, obviously, you know one dandy for set for 20 years. Because over time, maybe that 50,000 you not even worth anything. Because you get for saying somebody we go deliver, as I be say, for go tell that other person, say this person does summon you, or if not to village, then they, if not to the same community, then they, let's say, then get 5, 6, 7 miles apart, then go for send somebody there. Even for come pick them up, sometimes in the way that person go refuse, as they send somebody we go come and go. If you not do now, then they send either police or community police. So all that thing then they already did. Then just need for set a guidance. We will be a high burden to the other person way you really want, because all these things most times it boil down to economic hardship. Somebody don't go take loan, even they expect say you go sell something but the time we go sell it not happen. It carry it on a house by tell you for even getting his money not there. As a result, then go someone something 400,000. Now then go someone for 200,000. You get for return the salmon, and then at the same time, now begin for go trust some side again. So the poverty they continue for increase. So the need for teach the people them we in a mediators them in now villages and everything for say this thing where would they try for do now for try for settle issue, not to wait for let you try and put that person into more poverty. But that they only happen if then he man then they wait and they in a village, then they get small token from government instead of you set up again new mediation team where go cost more money. How about you send small token to the chief then so that they no go so dependent on collecting that some more money at a higher pace, we go continue for really increase the poverty. So I get a long way for go. I'll be say a salient thing, go to the community, get more information so that you will begin for understand how una go administer this thing instead of for create more job again, more wage bill, more deficit to the country. And when it comes to the MCC money, when I begin listening to the journalist, the way I been the press on that 7 million, we not gonna know. But I know say bad button they been don't push them. Hey, where that man they come, we have pushed this button over and over about why. We therefore get monitoring team we go cost with that money. We be saying na small money, na small money compare because all of a sudden if they come with 400 or something, by the time they know, hey yeah. So we need that monitoring team. I think it don't reach that point now. No matter what they do now, this 1 year, I know say it not go be perfect, but at least let monitoring team they will mix up with foreigners and we young people them. But again, most of the foreigners most times but who places then they're not able to go, but language barrier in some places, it's tough. It could be only be done when the people are waiting and they're not power. They really, really, finally come for love the country. Say this thing here, this light business here. If we not solve ourselves, but Lord make sure say we go halfway at least for free time. If we do them that way, it will be helpful. But believe you me, the only people and way they're able for do the monitoring now the Chinese, because now then they if you not take your time, we want Ben corner now then SSF they do them. They put Dombolo back now we net. But this one we na free one, all man one just find we have for take them. I hope say we monitoring team and go do them job. Again, opposition una don't hear it, una put una focus for this whole thing here. If next election come again, we hear cry about this not go right, and una all mix padande. Because una they spend time for do nothing. We una know say una get some things we una for work on. We eat that money for falla. We not hearing nothing. All yin. Una they depressed with people Bad one. But we'll continue for talk. Hopefully somebody now lead to corner go do the right thing for less something better for Sierra Leone. Thank you so much, Triple. God bless we all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel. Yes, Batunga, quick answer. What you get for you?
Yes, I'm a fan on our thinking. When it comes to law now this country, I can just knock you one talk about time because I know say not only poor person. When you poor, now you go jail. The law they already did, their lawyer already they talk about. Brother Ezekiel, right? It's all about for open more offices there. Because this country, we more like reactive instead of proactive. Would always something happen, even though the system already there, which would be the solution to the problem there. None of the actually implement. They go send for open other offices just for something where already they exist. And they could get so many ministries there and they do the same thing now this country. We get a lot of agencies there where they do the same thing. The law in this country, all we need for do now for make me politician and pull on by the court system. If the politician are able for pull on by the court system, then we not get anything for worry about. Everything within the books, all the law that they try for implement, so it already they exist. Not to anything new, but this government are one thing they're good at. They want make the fee make people them fee and then start everything. So the laws are here. We're not just able to implement them. For enforcement parts, now in the big deal. I get me brother Mr. Lanston, he go tell you say for enforce now this country. Once we start to enforce certain things, then things go work. The people that don't know the law, now the politician, when you meet up, I don't tell una meet up a woman business, they go use the law against you. The law where you say they exist, now they pull out them books for use against you. So when you get money, you work. When you not get money, you go to jail. So now that's the thing. Anybody can call right now and say, "Oh, I get interest over that case." It's dead. It's a dead case. As long as that person there it gets more influence, especially now we'll get this all man get power now this country. So and I mean, okay, it hurts me head. Why they think about the law? How did they take advantage of people in this country for the job because you not get money or you not get connection? It's sad. But I just want to quick thing about the MCC money. I watched them yesterday because I'm on internet now. So now one thing Abiyame Musa do. Abiyame Musa asked the ambassador, that DFC money went at that $412 million. Why none they use them for what they say that they do them? They get the money for. So they give you this money, they trust with this money. The same American they trust with this money. But at the same time, they talk about this money I will go towards the same thing. So I can always confused about this MCC money or the MCC money. And the most frustrating part, now the ambassador they talk about, now 5 years it go take for implementation. For maybe they go disburse the money. So they are making the one say we now say Salona will get lights for another 5 years. Now that part say me no maybe once for make Musa ask the ambassador. We're not gonna forget lights for another 5 years, or the $412 million where they all trust we already. What did I put that money there? I they see the same thing on my way APCB they do. Then they deal with the British there. Now America, SAPP doc and then American are the same thing no more. They don't go open this year, they don't launch so many projects and ESCOMA do like 3 them. Of course, Mother being do one 3 them again inside 6 years. But say now not get lights at the country. Say now lights not in the country. So to me, this is just a waste of time. The MCC money, I always they say, the MCC money, me not really see the significance of it. Where the same people that way they try for giving money, they don't put debts per way. So they are confused. I wanna the journalists them. I be really want to make una they ask then question here because nothing away in a public domain. Una does this same ambassador na then go launch that's in na Kisi dockyard. The same Kisi dockyard way and Escoma before they left, they go launch the same thing there. So this is just a revolving like Salon na like Udena Amster, they Amster they try they say they move, but when they move, they just stay at the same place. Now that state still there. So me I don't see any changes. I'm not excited about them because it's so confusing and it don't just make sense. Now that's me they say. I don't want to hold up the line too much, but my journalists and they are when I begin ask question. But this country, they go talk about something just now, then they go forget about them. Then government will do all that thing. Then they go jump on that thing there. From the time where the Sandy, whether it's a you not get the numbers, but next time you go get the numbers. Most journalists don't follow up and say now, okay, now, Mr. Minister, you been saying you got how much to owe for the toll. Now nobody talk about that right now. So that's all the system deny. Nobody they puts they go all the politicians and say they go fasting them until they say what thing they foresee to the people. They go just say okay, more forget about that. We'll jump to the next thing. It's frustrating for living in this country. Una, good morning.
Thank you very much, Batunga.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay, thanks to Batunga and all the other panelists. Them, we're done for today. Let's keep fingers crossed. Say the lights when our expectation we want, we go get them. We go there well. Go there back tomorrow. Till we meet back, till police say tata.